Good morning, my name is Alex from East Estimation. For this video, I'm doing another detailed bushfire emergency in the Grampains National Park area. Update coming your way, detailed update for December 27th, 2024. It's Happy Friday right now, but not very happy for many in Victoria right now. In fact, mainly in the Grampains. Before I get any further, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. All support is greatly appreciated, and I thank you for doing so in advance. But let's get not talking about this. Let's talk about the 3 fires that occurred a few days ago. So you might guys remember the Gertie's bushfire. This was on emergency level about a week ago. It just showed as an incident, but in fact this fire has reared its head again. It started to burn. It was yesterday. It was burning once again towards the east, southeast. Firefighters are getting that under control now, which is good news. But yeah, just a little heads up in these areas that fire has started to burn once again, as the winds have pushed some of those hot spots, and some embers sparked some new fires in front of the actual area where the fire burnt. And then looking to the west of Gisborne, northwest Melbourne, we had a watch and act alert issued yesterday. The fire has also reared its head again. It was burning to the south towards the road. It didn't burn that much, only burnt like a few hectares or so, in like 30 or so minutes. But yeah, we had that grass fire reignite, but the firefighters got it under control. Very early morning or last night basically, so that's good news for the area. But if you live in these areas, stay informed, stay in great information and detail, because winds are expected to shift today. In fact, they are already shifting from the west southwest to the northeast, so it's going to push the fire to a different direction, so just stay informed about that. And Ballarat, this is just another small one, it's nothing to talk about. Let's talk about this. This is a mega blaze. I'm going to call it mega blaze. It's burning it's already burnt well over 50,000. It's actually burnt 71,000 hectares at least already. In the past, it's burnt about 30,000 in the past few days. Maybe it has tripled in size in the past week or so. But yeah, this fire is just monstrous right now. We had the emergency warnings all across here, but they have been back down a little bit. There was a very fast-moving flank of a fire over here. There was also a very fast-moving flank around here. It's too late to leave in the Moyston, Willaura. Willaura, you still do have a chance. Leave now if you can. But these areas, it's too late to leave. Take shelter. The fire has already spread through those areas, and homes have been lost. At least 2 homes were lost, as I wasn't watching the news. But yeah, at least 2 or 3 homes were lost in this sort of area, and I'm sure maybe more have been, but anyway, it's a really bad event. So the fire is actually burning just over here. In fact, if you just see, I realize if you go to more information on the Victoria one, you can actually see the area that's burning, because like that on the regular Fires Near Me app, you can't see that. So as you can see, the fire near Halls Gap has calmed down. It's still burning slowly along this area. That's why there was an emergency warning issued. But it's not really too big of a deal. If I was a firefighter, I don't think they were fighting this part of the fire. They thought this would be a bigger deal, right? Well, then the winds shifted, and then a little flank of it just burnt down here and basically ripped through so much hectares. It burnt through at least 1,000 or so, maybe even 10,000, close to that. This area's burnt a lot. But as you can just see, Willaura, you still have some time to evacuate. Evacuate to the south. Or to the southeast. I wouldn't recommend go here. There's a fire right there, and you can see 2 very fast flanks. This one from yesterday, there was a very long little strip. You can see this is all burning very fast. Moyston, leave immediately to the east, and to maybe don't go here. It's south. Leave on this road right here to Ararat. But yeah, this fire's rapidly spreading down that way to the east. And we're expecting this firefighters are expecting to battle this for weeks. And I'm not surprised why. We've got very damaging to locally destructive winds expected in the area as well. today after the cold front blew through. Actually delivered some powerful thunderstorms in New South Wales, but I'll talk about that in my forecast video later. But yeah, the winds yesterday were just crazy, up to 100 kilometers, if not more, in some areas, which pushed the fire to the south rapidly. But now it's the biggest concern is now these Tatoine, Maroona, Ararat, these areas here, communities, are now under threat. If you live anywhere around this fire, really just be prepared for it. Even though you're not in the warning area, you still should be prepared, because quite often there's no warnings and then the next day there's an emergency warning for that area. So yeah, just be prepared. You should recommend leaving. If you live in Ararat, I'd recommend leaving just for safety. If you live right in the center of the city, then maybe not too big a deal. But yeah, the fire's traveling to the east, like I said, and burnt 70,000 hectares. If you live in the Halls Gap area, any of these western parts, like, don't return here. Marijuana, you might have returned, but it's not the best thing. If you live in Halls Gap, don't return yet. There's still a bit of bush that could reignite itself, as the fire is still burning there. So don't return if you left. And if you haven't left, well, it's best to leave now. You still have time to leave to the northeast on this road right here. Don't go to the southeast. The big blaze is burning there. But yeah, I think that does it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like on the video and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos in the future. I thank you so much for watching. I hope this was informative for you. If you do live in the area, once again, stay up to date with all the warnings and forecasts, and just be cautioned around the area. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. I'll talk to you later.